Everyone believed she was just another quiet visitor at the base. They realized how wrong they were only after the soldier kicked her to the ground. By the time she stood back up, the sunlit courtyard felt like it was holding its breath. The confrontation ignited fast, so fast that even the gulls circling above the Navy dock paused mid-air, as if the whole bright afternoon froze. He barked at her to kneel. She refused, and in that refusal something ancient, disciplined, and unbreakable stirred inside her. Before I tell you what happened next, tell me in the comments where you're watching from. I love knowing who's listening. Her name was Lieutenant Commander Mara Hale, retired. Most didn't recognize her anymore. She preferred the quiet sun on her face, the soft warmth of the asphalt under her boots, the simple peace she had fought for. But Staff Sergeant Brant Keller didn't see peace when he looked at her. He saw someone he thought he could dominate, and he made his first mistake. He stepped in front of her in the middle of the open training yard, where a group of Navy SEALs were conducting daytime drills. The bright light glinted off their gear. Dust shimmered in the air. Mara's coffee trembled slightly in her hand as he shoved her shoulder, hard enough to spill it across the ground. "Kneel before me." The words cracked across the open space. A few SEALs paused, exchanging puzzled looks. A murmur rolled through them like a ripple on sunlit water. Mara didn't answer. She only lifted her eyes, calm but grieving, like someone who'd hoped to leave this life behind. Keller didn't like silence. He slammed his boot into her knee, dropping her to the ground. Gasps echoed. A training dummy toppled in the wind. Even the breeze hesitated. She thought she'd never see this kind of cruelty again. She was wrong. Because when Keller reached for her collar, he unknowingly awakened the woman who once trained the very SEALs now gathering around him. Mara rose, not quickly, not dramatically, but with the quiet precision of someone who had spent decades mastering every muscle in her body. Pain radiated through her leg, but she settled her weight firmly, grounding herself in memory, discipline, and resolve. Her voice was soft. "You don't give orders you can't back up." He sneered. "Watch me." And then it happened. Quick, surgical, controlled. One spin, one pivot, one sweep of her heel. A crack rang across the courtyard. Keller's left leg buckled. Before anyone could process it, she moved again. A clean, flawless motion she hadn't performed in years. But her body remembered with perfect loyalty. A second crack. Both his legs folded beneath him, sending him collapsing to the dust. Silence struck the yard, heavy as steel. 282 Navy SEALs stood frozen, their formation perfect, their faces stunned. Some stepped forward, instinctively, respectfully, recognizing the signature movement of a master they had only heard stories about. Sunlight washed across the scene, gilding every shocked expression. Keller howled, clutching his legs, but Mara didn't look down with spite, only disappointment. She had not done it for pride. She had done it to stop him, and the SEALs understood. Their commanding officer, a tall man with sand-colored hair, approached Mara slowly. His voice held reverence. "Ma'am, you trained my instructor. Welcome home." The crowd shifted, whispers stirred like warm wind. Some of the younger SEALs straightened their posture, suddenly recognizing the subtle authority she carried effortlessly. Mara offered her hand to Keller. He stared at it in disbelief. "You asked for respect," she said softly. "This is how you earn it." He hesitated, then took her hand. She helped him up as medics rushed forward. The tension dissolved into something brighter, something human. Even the gulls resumed their circling dance above, as if relieved the moment had passed. Because justice didn't roar that day. It simply stood back up. Because courage doesn't always look loud. Sometimes it rises quietly, in the bright afternoon, and reminds the world what strength really is. And in that same sunlight, the truth remains: the hardest battles are the ones fought with restraint. If this story moved you, I'd love to hear your thoughts below. Tell me what part hit you the hardest, and don't forget to subscribe for more stories that honor kindness, courage, and the silent heroes among us.